All right, so I'm out here with Josh, checking out the truck, seeing where we stand with it. Primarily the exoskeleton, the 6-passenger seating is pretty much wrapped up, right?
Yes, that's right.
I think we have a couple finalized things we got to do. Fit and finish of the seats. We have the stretch seating done. Again, the fit and finish of those seats as well. I think we need to modify the seat bases or finalize that. But exoskeleton's coming along well. Good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode. It is Monday morning and I am back out here in San Diego, California, heading over to the shop right now. I was gone in Florida last couple episodes or so you've probably seen. I was out there and checking in on Hyde and seeing what he's doing, all the different buildups that we're doing out there, especially that long travel kit of Justin's. That thing's just a beast. So hopefully be wrapping that truck up later this week and then get some more footage of it. But for now, excited to see what Sanderson's been up to. He definitely runs a tight ship. Anxious to see what the boys have been working on and also where we stand with a couple new projects. We also have this big truck that we're building out right now, which is a full exoskeleton, 6-passenger seating, stretch rear seats in there, crazy Duramax engine build. So I want to see where they're at. I told them not to go too far without me. I wanted to be part of the final exoskeleton, but get the bases going. All right, so let's get in here and check out the shop. Super early. Sanderson's already here.
Hey.
What up?
What's going on? I almost wanted to give you a hug.
I'll take a hug.
Hey.
What's up, dude? Hey, I got you something.
What's this? Jerks? Oh, good.
Jerk seasoning.
Best way to season up your jerk, or jerk up your seasoning.
All right, guys, let's go take a look at these trucks and see what's going on. Especially want to see this truck that we just started on, full exoskeleton, and all kinds of cool stuff going on with that guy. So on one of the last episodes, we showed you the 6-passenger seating with the stretch seating we just implemented on this truck. Well, this guy is really excited about all the work we were doing, decided to do a full exoskeleton on it. So here's the exoskeleton going in place. However, if you remember, this is a 6-passenger seating truck. It's got full 6-passenger seating in here with the 2 additional rear seats, but also the really cool stretch design back in here where we gained all the seating here. It's literally just about done. It still needs to be sealed up, a couple minor tweaks to it. This truck, when it's done, is going to be a phenomenal truck. Full Duramax conversion on it, overbuilt engine on it, turbo, head studs, main studs, all kinds of different cool stuff on it, and the exoskeleton. So let's check in with Josh, see how it's coming. Truck's looking really good. Just saw the A and the D pillar in. You've got the B and C pillar missing. Do you have those guys bent up?
Not quite. We have them drawn up on the computer and we haven't cut them out quite yet because we do still have to put a tube from the D pillar to the A pillar on both sides. And we're going to run the tubes from the belly pans up to that pillar rather than doing a full hoop all the way over the truck and trying to get 4 bends all clocked right. It'll be a little easier and a little quicker just to do it in 3 separate pieces. And right now I'm working on the supports for the D-pillar. We have the D-pillar cut out right now. It's over sitting in my area.
Oh, let's throw that on really quick. Can we set it up there?
Yeah, we can set it up there.
Good.
Yeah, so it'll sit about like that.
I'll be designing this up on the CNC.
Took a bunch of measurements, drew it up, and we cut a test piece out of a thinner wall, cheaper tube, welded. It's not quite as strong as the DOM, so we wanted to do a test piece with something cheaper, make sure we had everything right first. And then after doing that test piece, we went ahead and cut out the final piece out of 2-inch 120 wall DOM. Nice and strong, very sturdy. Bent it up, and now it sits on these nice tube clamps, and just like that.
Yeah, so this whole cage is actually going to be, you can just unbolt it off of here. You're going to have the C, B, and A pillars here. All this stuff has quick disconnect clamps. So all the pieces can go out to powder coat, they come back, get fully reassembled and ready to go, and you have your full exoskeleton on the truck. So quite a bit of work that goes into these little parts, getting them to fit perfectly. So you've got the A and D pillar. Do you have the B and C pillar?
Not quite. We have them drawn up, but we haven't cut them out yet, because once we get the A and D pillar tacked, we'll be running a tube along the entire length of the roof, here to here. So we can do, rather than full hoops all the way around the truck, we can do just a tube from here to here and here to here as well, and keep it a little bit simpler, a little bit quicker. That way we're not trying to mess with 4 bends all clocked a little differently.
On this design, we're also going to do like an integrated roof rack system. Thinking about the idea of putting plates in there instead of slats. So normally we slat up a roof rack. With this design, we would do like crossbars, kind of an X pattern to strengthen the whole design of the exoskeleton. That's going to create these triangular voids that would be difficult to put the slats in there. So we're talking about putting the aluminum decking in, or just aluminum panels in there. Kind of like on Justin's truck, the long travel suspension kit, that whole internal roll cage that we have on it, and the aluminum panels that go in there to fill in those areas to give it that headliner feel. And then we'll have the low profile roof rack bar that comes across the side, so it kind of emulates a roof rack, but it also is a functional roof rack.
Every junction on this cage will be TIG welded all the way around, and it is a little stronger.
Awesome, so let's get this done.
And maybe if I stay overnight. Yeah.
All right, guys, day is over, but the work doesn't end. You've got another conversion in process. Let's go see what these guys are getting into. Extracting the P400 optimizer engine. One of the last ditch efforts of AM General to put a decent motor in these things before they just pulled trigger and went to the Duramax. And we've already pulled the T-case out, so we can go ahead and do the internal modifications to the 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Cheeto's stepping in, make sure there's safety advisors in place, make sure it's all done. Let those guys play with that. We're gonna look at the body itself. As he's working away, he'll be pulling out the original fuel filter housing, fuel lines that are related to it, and putting in the Duramax fuel filter, our bracket that holds it, in the same location, same factory location. Make sure that stays and retains the same setup. Looks like these guys are pulling it out of the hole now. These guys will pressure wash, steam clean this frame ready for paint, and send it on its way. This particular truck is going to have a bunch of modifications: Viper front, Viper rear, 12Ks, 12-inch brakes. But you can see it's a very clean vehicle as is. Playing around with the idea of painting it. Customers potentially chewing on the texture spray or a regular gloss paint, the gunmetal gray, which is ironic, so I do that color. A very nice truck, 04, so it's in real good condition. These guys, you guys don't get a chance to see this look of the H1. 04 came already equipped with lockers front and rear. There she is, she's out. Kept me and the camera out of the way and let these guys do their fun.
Come on, boy. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Oh wait, what is this, Kyle? Oh my God, you gotta see this. He's got sissy handlebars for his push-ups.
1001.
1001.
1002.
So if I get sissy bars like this, I can do 1,000 push-ups.
I mean, we made it in shop, right? Guaranteed to work, so let's give it a shot.
All right, so I'm out here with Josh, checking out the truck, seeing where we stand with it. Primarily the exoskeleton, the 6-passenger seating is pretty much wrapped up, right?
Yes, that's right.
I think we have a couple finalized things we got to do. Fit and finish of the seats. We have the stretch seating done. Again, the fit and finish of those seats as well. I think we need to modify the seat bases or finalize that. But Exoskeleton's coming along well. We've got the A and the D pillar with the B and C needing to go in place. So where do we stand with the B and C pillars right now?
So for the B and C pillars, as they just saw, we're working on the C pillars right now, getting them cut out and getting them bent so we can get them in here for final fit. Right now, I need to bring it over here, just check the bend degree, make sure it's right, and then I'll be making the tube mounts right here so we can get them put in and tacked onto the cage.
Okay, and you're gonna go up, you're gonna follow this line here, pretty much the line of the door?
Exactly, it'll follow the line of the door and the bend will be in the right spot. It's gonna look very clean, all the body lines will match.
Awesome. So what I'm thinking is we get this crossbar here, right on this bend line here, as well as this bend point here. I'm not sure if you can see it in the footage here, but there's a little kink here following the body line. And so I'm thinking we do a crossbar right across here to this point. What I'm not sure about, Josh, is what we're gonna do down here. I'm thinking we come off of this mount right here and come up and follow this body line down. But again, sometimes it's just, you know, trial by error. You throw it up there, kind of see how it looks, and check out that fit and finish.
Now the perks to having a CNC tube notcher is you save a lot of time, because when you're trying to notch stuff by hand, it takes a minute because you got to line up the tube, make sure it's clocked right, and then after that you then have to notch it, which when you're using an abrasive hole saw, it takes a second because it's metal cutting metal. It's not a hot plasma arc cutting through it. So when we use the plasma notcher, it speeds things up tenfold. It's super nice, super smooth, and it gives nice clean notches like this once you clean all the slag out of the interior. And it also marks for our bends right here, as you can see, so we don't have to do any extra work after it's cut out trying to Sharpie stuff on there. We get a nice crisp thin line, so we get it very, very precise. Now over here is the program we use. On the computer we've got a mostly done rough draft of the exoskeleton. As you can see, it's all drawn out and looks excellent, if I may say so. Relatively simple. We take some measurements on the truck, put them on the computer, and then draw it around what is essentially an invisible truck on the computer to get what the cage is going to look like, so we can have a good estimate of how much material we need, because it tells us all the lengths of the tubes. And then we can send it over to the CNC plasma tube cutter right here, and it will mark bends for us as well as notch the end of the tubes to meet up with all the other tubes. So you can see right here one of the leftover pieces from the seat pillars. That is the outside of the notch. The rest of the notch is on the pillar itself. So this thing's an excellent tool. Like I said, it marks all the bends for us, so we don't have to go through after it's already cut and mark them all out with a thick Sharpie. It's hard to get it exact with a, you know, an 1/8 inch thick Sharpie line. So with this, it gives us a nice, super precise, narrow line. And then after it marks our bends, it goes through and notches the ends of the tubes, or miters them if we need that. And all we got to do after that is throw it in the bender, bend it up, and it's a perfect fit every time.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode here at Predator. We're gonna wrap things up for today. Stay tuned for our next episode. We'll have updates on the Exoskeleton 6-seater. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and tune in next time. Thanks, guys.
Where are you going?
I'm out of here.
No, get back over here. We need customer input.
I got some stuff to do.
Come on, man, you don't have anything to do.
Trying to figure out camera work.
Skinny angles.
What's this that you're?
It's your vato look. Look down, get the.
Does Ryan pay you extra for babysitting these guys?
Yeah, I get $1.